So then we come to the to this documentary or this series, Fight the Power: How Hip Hop Changed the World. I meant to say, sorry, I was reducing it to just America. How it changed the world. And if we look, continuing on with the description, Fight the Power: How Hip Hop Changed the World is an incredible narrative of struggle, triumph, and resistance that will be brought to life through the lens of an art form that has chronicled the emotions, experiences, and expressions of Black and brown communities, hip hop. In the aftermath of America's racial and political reckoning in 2020, the perspectives and stories shared in hip hop are key to understanding injustice in the US over the last half century. So PBS is arguing that this series is they're saying it's key to understanding injustice in the US. That to understand the history of this country and its injustice against Black and brown communities, you have to understand hip hop. So it's already, from my vantage point, co-opting the language, the imagery, and the history to justify the current contemporary world. Whereas we talk about here all the time, materially speaking, Black people are in no improved condition when compared really to any time, I think would be fair to say, given the relatively speaking, but certainly given to the 50-year period that we're talking about here, Black people have not evolved politically, economically, no steps forward in terms of sovereignty, are devolving economically to zero in terms of wealth by 2053. We've shown the reports that show that in terms of, again, when it comes to wealth, there can be no closing of the gap without a revolutionary intervention. So mass incarceration, I mean, on and on. What world change? So again, I think this is something we'll grapple with all semester long in my class. Here, the argument is the world, for me at least, the world changed, that the way it changed the world is more in terms of the method of updating US hegemony. Once it was realized hip hop was not something that was going to be a fad and easily dismissed, it was co-opted. It's been corrupted. And really from the very beginning, the very first rap record, Sylvia Robinson, Sugar Hill Gang, it's already a commercially formed corporate bastardization of what had been happening in the streets. So from day one, we're involved in a corrupted enterprise here. Sylvia Robinson was no revolutionary. She was looking to work and capitalize off of what was bubbling in the streets that her Blackness gave her proximity to, an advantage of her white corporate competitors. But this narrative that, again, hip hop has unwittingly, people defending hip hop have unwittingly helped to produce and sustain, I think unwittingly, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt, is a major problem. It continues to be a major problem. So